welcome back to my Bloodborne Diaries, and fuck! What? Okay. Right, I feel like we're really very much at the end game now. It's on fire. It's on fire. Fuck. So dawn is approaching, the night is ending, and this dream is ending as well. And Gurman will find me at a big tree. I can't remember who Gurman is. I think he's the guy in the wheelchair who was around here earlier. Anyway, yeah, so this building's just on fire. Although, no, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's normal apart from that. And I did feel a bit embarrassed at myself for the fact that I did walk in and go, oh, it's not on fire on the inside. How is it that the outside of the building, which is made of stone, is on fire, whilst inside it's full of books, right? They're flammable. Not a fire at all. And then it's like, well, Matt, A, it's a video game, and B, it's a dream. It's a fake thing inside a fake thing. So why don't you just take your understanding of physics and fuck off? Anyway, before I go investigating where the big tree is, I've got some unfinished business to deal with. I've got to deal with this thing. Well, I don't like this, but basically, I've already had 2 umbilical cords. Umbilical cord 1 and umbilical cord number 3. Well, let's have a look behind door number 2. Yeah, no, it's not blind date. It's a bit darker than that. And I've realised that there is one place where I'll probably find an umbilical cord. And I really don't want to do it. And everyone on the internet is saying, go on, Matt, you've got to go and kill the baby. Kill the alien baby. And I really don't want to do it. Because there's just... I kind of feel like there's a point at which misery has hit its kind of zenith. The peak of misery. And this is it. And they're having such a bad time that I kind of just want to leave them to be as is. But at the same time, I want to see all the secrets in the video game, because video games. So, damn you, Bloodborne. Damn you. And it seemed like my cautious attempt to just kill the baby didn't really make a difference. The baby dies, she dies as well. And I feel bad about that. I do feel bad about that. And I was thinking about something, but then, hang on, pick up the umbilical cord and her shoes. You just killed a woman and you've taken her dainty shoes. So, I was thinking to myself just before this, I wonder if the people who made this game did this being like, well, you know, we're going to put this cool secret stuff in, but people have to do this to get to it, and will they feel comfortable doing that? But then you kill a woman and take her shoes. So maybe they didn't really think that this was going to be an issue. I wonder if anyone else did. I wonder if anyone else playing this feels genuinely as bad as I do for killing these 2 things, people and a thing. Because I feel awful about it. I really do. And I'm not just saying that to try and make myself look more human after my, you know, illustrious history of murdering whales and pushing onion knights off of cliffs. I do genuinely feel bad. Anyway, let's eat the umbilical cord. And it doesn't seem to have done anything. So, yeah. I guess I'll just go back to the... No, I don't know. I don't know what that's done. I've just murdered a child and eaten bits of its stuff. And, yes, fine. Oh, Bloodborne. Oh, Bloodborne. Right, so the only thing I can think of in terms of what to do with this umbilical cord stuff now that I've eaten them all, is go back to where the wet nurse is. Maybe the wet nurse bit. Because that's that's kind of like the peak baby area. Baby to the max. So if there's something's going to happen, it'll probably happen around there. Nope, the only thing that's happening up here is me getting fucking ridiculously scared. So I guess I should just give up on this and try and remember where I've seen a big tree. Actually, to be fair, there are a bunch of big trees around here. So I might have a little poke around the garden. No, not. Oh, this gate is open. This gate hasn't been opened. I think I've found what I've got to do. Of course, there's been a big tree behind the church for the whole game. I just forgot about that. Big tree. This is gorgeous. These lovely white flowers. Big tree. Moon. It ticks all of the boxes. And I get the impression this guy's going to be... Well, this feels like a boss arena. There aren't any items around. It's big. I don't know. We'll see. But I just want to take a moment to enjoy how lovely it is. Peaceful. Nice. This isn't going to last, is it? But, you know.
Good hunter. You've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun.
And now it's time for that old switcheroo. Yeah, I've done my job, cleaned up all this mess, and now I'm supposed to just submit to death, to forget all of the nightmares that I've seen. And whilst, again, thematically, that feels like a really good ending to the game for me to just be like, yeah, I don't want to live anymore, I'm done with this. I kind of feel like I'm going to miss stuff if I don't say no. And yeah, saying no leads to a boss fight. Turns out he isn't in a wheelchair, he's just playing pretend. Typical. And yeah, not a especially nice boss fight, but I think I should be able to do this. Not sure how I feel about this though. Yeah, kind of annoyed. Again, it's that video game thing of being like, I feel like I'm doing things that I shouldn't be doing just because I want to see the most. But I guess that's kind of a theme with Bloodborne, isn't it? You know, doing these bad things just because you feel compelled to do them. Yeah. And after a few attempts at trying to beat my old master, out of nowhere, another thing came down from the sky, from the moon. Oh god, listen, the thing is, I was on an incredible adrenaline high after just having beaten German. It was a pretty intense fight and it was close to the wire and I was almost out of potions entirely. And then you know what? When you get somebody like that, when you get someone in that soul zone of being like, but trying to maintain some sense of composure, trying to maintain that sense of focus that allows you to actually beat the bosses, I was sort of shaking, and then I did something frightening, which was just, okay, I'm already riled up, this thing's frightening, and then I have to fight this thing, this moon creature, and I'm just dropped straight into it, going from massive adrenaline to faint fear to, oh god, massive adrenaline again, and I only had 5 health potions, 5 blood drinks for the whole thing, but I managed to keep it together. And fight this thing. My first attempt, first thing, 2 bosses back to back. And I did it. I bloody did it. And I'm standing here now as the credits roll behind me, having completed Bloodborne after the frankly very, very, very strange ending, which I'll get to in a minute. But I'm here. I've done it. I'm faintly shaking. And I've bloody done it. Bloodborne. What a majestically strange and horrible and wonderful game. Fantastic. Still don't have a clue what the ending's about, but hey, I'll watch some videos on the internet or something. But now here, for posterity, I will keep this rolling just so you can see that I went from killing him for the first time to killing this thing first try. Pwah. I'm probably over-leveled, sure, but hey, it's nice occasionally to feel like you're not completely inept at video games. So yeah, watch this. Whew. Brilliant, aren't I? Aren't I brilliant? Yeah, no, I'm not that brilliant. I've probably just had a really good sword. Anyway, ending.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
A doll picks up a slug, asks if it's cold. Ta-da! Bloodborne. What the hell's that about, eh? I've got no idea, but cool. And now that I've had a chance to thin the adrenaline in my blood with a large salad, because I think that's how blood works. I've played Bloodborne, I know about these things. I've actually done some looking around on the internet, etc. And at the end, that slug thing was me. I got turned into a baby great one because I summoned the great one and then deflected it and killed it. And yeah, I don't really know. I spent half an hour watching one of Artie Vidia's videos about what the ending means, but I'm kind of happy to just be like, well, it's all just weird, isn't it? Everything's weird. And it did turn out that ending I saw was probably not the best ending to see for the first time. There's another ending, which is saying, oh, everything's good, you just go back to normal, he kills you, and then you get to see the sunlight and you're free from this nightmare, but the nightmare probably continues for other hunters. Or option number B, where you just kill him, but you don't have a belly full of umbilical cords, and you then take his place. You know, very much like the guy who does the river boating to Charon. I can't remember if the words I've just said are right, but you might know what I mean. It's a Greek myth thing. Anyway, that's Bloodborne done. God, what a wonderful thing. I just feel like now we're here, I should maybe just stand up and say a few words. Bloodborne, you've been lovely. And when I first heard about you, I thought you were going to be lovely. And you were lovely. And after Dark Souls 2 was such a massive disappointment, it's lovely to know that you're just lovely. You're an electrifying, beautiful, horrifying creature. I didn't know what was going on for most of you, but it was completely engaging. Although now it's thrown me straight back into New Game Plus, and there'll probably be some DLC coming out at some point this year, and it'll probably expect you to be about 2/3 of the way through the game. So thanks for that, From Software. Thanks a punch, you lovely bastards. Anyway, that's it for my Bloodborne Diaries series. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've been watching along and having a whale of a time. It's been much more entertaining than Dark Souls 2 on, hasn't it? But that's because Dark Souls 2 was just a bit depressing. Anyway, thank you again so much for sticking with it and watching the whole of this condensed game Let's Play style thing. And I'm hoping in the near future, maybe not the near future, we'll see, to be able to do a big video about Bloodborne and everything it got right. Thank you very much. Goodbye! If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like more people to naturally stumble across it on the internet, then clicking the like and subscribe button magically makes that happen. Also, if you really, really like my stuff, then you might consider funding my work on Patreon, because otherwise it wouldn't happen. Thanks very much. Bye!